So as you might have guessed, this video will be about God, it's hard to make these. As you might have guessed, this video will be about, you know what it is? Someone's gonna come along and tell me that I am advertising for tobacco companies. So this video is a review of the Diligent Defense Co. Enticer series of suppressors. And I'm just gonna lead it off by saying, they're phenomenal. They're absolutely phenomenal. I could not get behind this company more for multiple reasons. One, I was absolutely nobody when they sent me a can to review because they're stand-up guys and they believed in me. So you know what? I believe in you back. This video, as you might have guessed it, is about the Diligent Defense Co. Enticer series of suppressors. I gotta tell you right out of the gate, personal opinion here, I absolutely love these suppressors. I think that there is a lot of stuff out there on the market that is specifically aimed at high-level military contracts and then utilized by a lot of high-level law enforcement officers. And a lot of that technology is really, really cool, but also really expensive. Also, for the sake of argument, a lot of the suppressors that are more duty-focused are chasing flash suppression and durability and life of the suppressor more than they're chasing actual sound suppression. And when you start talking about the sound and decibel difference between suppressors, oftentimes you're arguing about decibels that we can't even hear to the naked ear. But when you compare more civilian aimed at suppressors versus things like surefire suppressors, the difference is remarkable. The Diligent Defense cans, the Enticer can, comes in at $500 and is remarkably, is that a word? Remarkatably? The Enticer S, MSRPing at $500 is noticeably quieter than a surefire can that will average anywhere from $1,000 to $1,300. The same goes for dead air cans. The Enticer series of suppressors are really quiet. We here at the shop that I work at, Fluvanna County Firearms in Virginia, we shoot a lot of suppressors here between the owner and the staff. We own all kinds of different suppressors. We demo them for customers quite frequently so that you can hear the difference and you can feel the difference on the suppressor that you're gonna buy, so you don't just have to like guess and hope that you'll like it. And all of us here at the shop have completely fallen in love with this brand. Bang for buck, you can't beat it. YHM for a long time now has been able to put out a really quality kind of civilian market aimed suppressor because they can keep the price point low, but their mounting solution is just terrible, terrible. Diligent Defense Co. just said, we're not gonna screw with it. That is one of my favorite aspects about the Diligent Defense cans also, is that they just accept any mounting solution that I want to go with. So they're really, really nice to add to an existing suppressor collection because you don't have to start screwing around with muzzle devices and mounting solutions. You just get your can, get your mounting solution, and move on down the road. So the information that you guys actually want to know. The Enticer S is their entry-level can. It MSRPs at $500 with a weight of 13.8 ounces, and it is the quietest 30 cal can that I have shot on 5.56, bar none, not gonna argue it. There are cans that are very close to it. The Silencer Co. Omega 300 is a can that does a phenomenal job. There are some Griffin armament cans out there that also do a phenomenal job. Markedly, the Griffin Alaskan 360, that can is super nice, but the Alaskan 360 is a $1,300 suppressor, whereas the Enticer is $500. The difference being, the Enticer is 13.8 ounces, and it is a little on the chunky side. So if you're like me, and you don't want to drag around all that weight out on the tip of your gun, then you get into the TI series, the titanium-based series that are offered from Diligent Defense Co. That would be the Enticer S TI and the Enticer L TI. All of their suppressors come in an L version, which is much longer, and an S version, which is the shorter one. I have not noticed a noticeable difference in decibel suppression between the two. I did test the L side by side with a Dead Air Nomad. The L1, I mean, we didn't have any way to test decibels out there because this is a poor man's YouTube channel. We have a cell phone for right now, so bear with me. The quality will get better as we go along. But my personal opinion, for 308 bolt guns, for all those 6.5 guns that are so popular right now, for AR-10s, for 5.56 platforms, it's really hard to beat the L. The only reason that the L is not my favorite, I'm sorry, the LTI is not my favorite, is because the STI is just a little bit more manageable in length and weighs almost nothing. The LT or the STI will come in at a weight of 8.9 ounces, and even once you get a Silencer Co. ASR mounting solution on the back, you're still right around that 10-ounce weight. It's almost unnoticeable on the front of the gun. The LTI comes in at a weight of 10.5 ounces, so add an ounce or two for that mounting solution again on the back of that one. Maybe not even quite that much. I don't know. I don't put any of the stuff on a scale. Do you guys have a scale that measures ounces anymore now that you're not in high school? Anyways, the Diligent Defense cans are not full auto rated, but do you own a machine gun? I don't. All of the test videos out there where guys take these suppressors and put them on full auto lowers and just shoot them until they melt, I'll never understand. Everything has a breaking point. Why just intentionally break it? These cans aren't designed to be on the front of a belt-fed machine gun, but we don't own belt-fed machine guns, so they're perfect. It is worth note that all of their cans failed around the 750 round mark. That is back to back to back full auto fire before they had issues out of the cans. And I gotta say, I mean, that's really good. For something that's not full auto rated, that's very impressive. I've seen a lot of videos where full auto rated cans fail around the 1,000 round mark. That 300 rounds is that's a lot of heat difference, but why are you doing that? You know? Why are you doing that? The Enticer S, which MSRP is at $500, the Enticer LTI, which MSRP is at $850, and the Enticer STI that MSRP is at $750. Now the Enticer S comes in at a weight of 13.8 ounces. The Enticer STI comes in at a weight of 8.9 ounces, and the Enticer LTI comes in at a weight of 10.5 ounces. The TI offerings from Diligent Defense Co. are phenomenally light, and bang for buck, you're not gonna find anything else on the market that costs what they costs, weighs what they weighs, and sound as good as they sound. Genuinely, I have no working relationship with them other than they sent me their suppressors, and I have completely fallen in love with them. I think they're great. I think they're absolutely great. So if you guys haven't checked out Diligent Defense Co., if you don't know who they are, they're a smaller company based out of Pennsylvania. The product is phenomenal, and you guys can make a difference by helping them grow and get out there in the market. Remember, the more companies that are producing these, the more competition in the market there is. That competition will not only drive advancement in the technology, but will also drive the price point down. It's better for us as consumers all the way around to get behind some of these smaller companies. It's also good for us as consumers to push back against the tyrannical ATF and the federal government and do what we can with our voices to make sure that things that simply make our guns slightly quieter aren't regulated by the federal government. So remember guys, it's okay to be dangerous, and I'll see you soon.